Good morning, this is Sarah, and I am going to attempt to show you how I take a PNG file and turn it into an SVG path file. So first thing I need to do is get a hold of my PNG file, and I'm going to go ahead and use the ballerina. Next, I have to select the whole picture, and then I go to Path, Trace Bitmap. So what I usually do is I always go live preview, and I choose colors, and I try to go down as many colors as I can to where I can still preserve an outline. I think that might be it. Let's try 5 and see if it changes her hair. Oh, there it is. Okay, then hit OK, and then when I close the box out, it'll change. Next, I have to select all again. I'm going to make the box a little smaller, and this time I go Object Ungroup. And what that does is it takes apart all the colors, and I can literally click on each layer. There goes the background color, delete that one. There goes color brown. Oh, this is the layer I need to keep here. So I can go in here and I can delete this and delete these and put this one back on. Okay, so last that I need to do is I need to resize this because this is going to fit in Doodly, and you can resize it by typing in a width and a height, or you can literally resize it here. I resize it by typing in a width and a height because I'm going to do this with another image. So I'm going to do 1 to 3. Maybe I'll need to take this out just a little bit. Let's go to 175. Okay. 175. That should keep it looking pretty good. Okay. And then I go over to Edit, Resize Page to Selection. This is just something I like to do. And then I hit File, Save As. Make sure this says SVG. And then I type in ballerina SVG. And that lets me make a new image. It doesn't override the original, and I'm good to go. So now I'm going to close this one out, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to open the original ballerina. Oh, that's not it. I think I used number 2. For some reason my computer has not been showing me the PNG pictures. There she is. Okay. So here she is again, and this time I need to get that picture back that I had before in the same size. So we're going to go 175 by 300. And again, resize page to selection. And then this time I'm going to save as. Instead of ballerina SVG, I'm going to save it as ballerina PGN. And then I'm going to change this from SVG to Cairo PGN. And I'm going to hit save. So I can close out Inkscape. Close without saving, yes. And now I'm going to go in and upload Doodly. Give me just a second here because I'm using Minicam, so I need to find my source. Now let's get Doodly over here. Desktop, Minicam. Okay. So try one more time. App area. Doodly. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to create a new video, and I'm going to do glassboard. I'm going to call this one Ballerina. Create it. All right, so got to go under props. I put everything under props. Nothing do I ever put under character. If I'm uploading it, put props. Click on the blue, browse file. So now I have to go in here. I have to hunt down my clip art. It's under vector toons. It's under ballerina collection. It's under PNGs. Left it in the original folder. All I did was change the name. So I have my SVG there. Ballerina. First one I upload is the colored picture. I'm going to name this one Ballerina PNG. Continue. When you upload a new image here, it'll automatically load here. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to go in here over this one. Browse file. I'm going to find the SVG. And again, Ballerina SVG. Continue. And again, it'll upload right on top of that one. Now, this is where I have issues with Doodly because it never uploads exactly the where it's supposed to be. It just doesn't do it. It should, it doesn't. So what you have to do is you have to go over here and you have to click on the photo. You have to control click on the next one. That'll highlight it. You can make them big enough. And then I go back, make them both big enough. And then I go back and I click on just the image, the outline one, and I arrow key up until it is exactly over the image. Left, right, arrow up. Okay. I still don't think that's exactly right. I think there it is. Okay. And then I have to go back over here again and click on the main image, control click on the outline, and I pull them together. Make sure that they are lined up the way I want them. Now, you want to make sure that the outline is on top. So you click on that and you bring it up. That moves the order of operation. It'll do the outline first, then it'll do the color. Now I need to go in and assign the paths. And to do that, I click on the pencil. I scroll down here. I click Load SVG Path. I hit OK, and I wait. So I'm going to check that first one. See how it's all in blue? This is my primary path. I'm going to change the size of this one. If I go all the way to the end, you see how big it gets? I want this one to be at least right there. Now, if I want, I can check the second one. The second one's going to be her foot. I could care less because I already got the main outline. The fourth one is her ankle. I can go all the way down to the last set of paths. This one has 60. I can check there. But all I am concerned about is that main outline path right there. Now, the reason why I only have 2 boxes down here is because my resolution on this screen does not match the software's resolution. So I have to only deal with 2 paths views. Okay, so back to what I said. Path 1 is my main concern. So I'm going to hit save and return. I'm going to check my layers again. Here we go. There's my first layer. There's my second layer. They're layered exactly how I want them. Even though they do look off, that's just how the software works. I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to run a preview. Let's see how this works. Oh, before I do that, my duration right now is 3 seconds to run the outline and 3 seconds to run the color. Let's see how that looks before I do any changes to it. That erased it. I don't want it to erase, so I go into settings and I put smart erase, turn it off, and then I hit down here. I want it left-handed. I'm left-handed. Glassboard, and then I hit apply. Let's try that one again. Save that and hit preview. So it still draws it. That's fine. I just don't want it to be erased. And now it colors over it. No erasing. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to make the duration of the color 0 and see what happens. Okay, save that and preview. So outline, and the color is instant. It's not drawn. So let's go in and let's do half a second and save it. I think that might put the hand back in it. Let's see if it does. Nope, it just slides it half second over. So I can leave it in at 3, go back to 3, save it, and preview. And there you go. If I'm concerned about how dark those inside lines are, I can go through, and if I wanted to, I can literally go through here, and I can be picky, and I can pick out, you know, the important paths that I think needed to be highlighted and all that stuff. But I'm not going to worry about that. For me, the main path is the one path that's outlined and how I want it. So I managed to get this in 9 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. I hope you guys are able to understand it. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here and see if I can get it on YouTube and then get you guys a link to watch it. Look forward to feedback. Thanks.